Good morning. I'm working on our budget and I'm done with February budget, putting actuals in the spreadsheet to see how much we spent during the month of February. And now I like to enter the estimate in our spreadsheet for March, and I like to show you how I do that. I already recorded how we enter the estimate for our template, our expense tracker, paper, budget. Now I like to show you how I enter those numbers in my spreadsheet. I like to first enter estimates at the beginning of the month, and then later as we pay those bills, I'll go back in and update it with the actuals and then see how that affects my expense to income ratio to evaluate better how much we spend and how in which category we spend more or less. So let's get started with March. We have our template here, and we have it on our website as well, so please feel free to download a copy and start budgeting if you don't have a budget template that you work with that you like. And as you can see here, we have our March here, and quickly I'm going to enter my husband's income here. So it's going to be 1,635.73, and it's just going to be and that income he earned in February, we save it and we will put it in March. So we leave what he's going to earn in March, we will spend it in April. So we live on his income, but we live on the previous month's income of his. So my income will go toward the mortgage is going to be the income of that month pretty much. So what I'm going to earn at the end of February, we'll spend that in March. So, and I'm going to expect it to be 3,277.23. So that gives us a total of 4,912.96. And let's get down here, and I'm going to estimate my mortgage to be 931.55, and the phone to be the cable and internet. In fact, we went over our internet data, and we are going to pay about $10 more, so it's going to be 86.40. and we have the phone is going to be the same, 17.24, trash 19, and gas utility I'm just going to put 1 cc, and electricity and water. So I think my husband got the numbers already. Electricity is going to be 73.05, and water is going to be 92.64. So we are going to have car gas budget at 55. Bus ticket, I'm not going to put anything there, and the food is going to be 210. And let's continue, and it's going to be a tight month for us. We are 7 in the house, 4 adults and 3 kids, and my budget is going to be $210 for groceries. That include food and non-food for $150, and CC for fruits. Meat, which is $90, is going to the saving. That's why it's $210, not $300. But we have a lot of vegetables in the freezer and a lot of meat in the freezer as well. But that's $210 for 7 people is less than $55 a week. So 210 divided by how much? 7? Well, I don't know what I'm doing here, but yes. So 210 divided by 4 is about 52.5, and divided by 7 is about $7. $210 a month divided by 4 is 52.5 a week. For 7 people, divided by 7 is $7.50 a week for a person. $7 a week per person. So it's like a little bit over $1 a day. So I work on our grocery list already, and it was very tight. There's not much that I'm going to buy, but I ran out of a lot of staples that I need to purchase. So we work on that already. You can check that video as well. So for charities, I'm just going to put CC here, and that's an estimate might go up, and allowances is going to be 6. That's $30 that I'll take for my allowances, and my husband will take $30 out. It's just our cash, our pocket cash for things that we want that we don't need to tell the other person before we spend it. So that's 30 for us. That's $60. We decrease that from 100 each person to 60 to free more money to pay the credit card debt when my husband gets scammed. So yeah, so that's 60 there, and then the credit card is going to be 208. As you can see, the credit card minimum payment is going down as we are paying more extra toward it. So our total expenses for March is going to be estimated at $1,972, which is about half what we brought in, and that include our minimum credit card payment and the mortgage as well. So the mortgage extra, before we work on the mortgage extra, I need to calculate what we think will go toward the investment. And here we are going to pay for the lawyer fee, since we seek his advice on regarding one of our businesses. We are going to save something so that when the bills come, we can pay that. And there is another business that will require some funding to pay to maintain a property that we have in the portfolio. So we will put $500 on the side for that property tax, and another $200 to pay for utilities on that property as well. So that's $1,200 that will go to our business that I'm going to put under investments, and that is going to affect how much of my income will go toward the mortgage extra. So if we go down here, I should be able to have a section here. Let me see if I copy everything from this area to here, if that'll do it for me. And let's go back up here to see if I have a formula that is pulling it out. Not really a formula here, but that pull out how much my husband should put toward his credit card debt. So that's his income minus what we are going to live on our regular expenses without the mortgage, and that's that amount here that will go toward the payments for his credit cards, and this is what will go toward the principal. And so pretty much what this thing is doing is taking my income here minus the minimum mortgage payments minus the investments. So I can easily put a formula here to pull that number from the bottom, and I believe is where should I find it? That's this one here. So that's that. So we are going to pay $6,145 extra toward the mortgage. 65 is going to come from expenses, irregular expenses that we save for. Let's go check on that. So we have 65.21 here for electricity, electrician fee, but there is something that I'm not seeing it here. Yeah, I have it here. There is something that I budget for in January. We didn't pay for it in January. We are going to pay for it in March. It was a plumber fee that went in, but we didn't pay it there. We pay with credit cards. Now I need to pay my credit card. So it's going to affect this number here. So it's going to be plus 77.48. Is it 48 or 58? So let me check it again. 58. So I'm moving it from January to March. So I'm going to pay that amount, 142.79, and we don't have any birthday or anything there to save, to take out for. So that is amount is here. So that's 142.79 that we will save for. And how much so far I think we can save for our irregular expenses is 87.36, and I think I can make this to be that. So now after we pay for water, electricity and gas, we'll know if we save something from that session, and that'll go here as well. So, and right now I budget 1cc for that, and we have some saving from here as well. I don't know, even this, we're saving it in here, 165. So we are $5 over budget here, and we don't know how much the gas cost would be. So that's that will affect the formula here. The saving is going here, and is what we know we are going to put in the saving account, and that's what we know we are going to pull out to pay for our irregular expense. But so far it's showing up that negative number there. But that's pretty much how we work on our budget, and that's what our estimates are for March. 1900 for our regular expenses, and minimum debt payment, and 1700 will go to our extra debt payment and irregular expenses, and we'll put about 1200 to our investments. And we are going to, our total expenses are going to be 3700. 1200 will go to our investment, and we will take $55 from our saving account to pay for the irregular expenses. If we don't have enough saved from groceries and utilities to cover that fee, it will come out of the saving account. That's how our March expense are going to be estimated. And as we start paying bills, we will know how much we save from utilities, electricity and gas. I think electricity is already set. We are $5 over. We just need to see how much we are going to spend in gas to see if we have some saving there, to one, cover the excess, that $5 excess that electricity and water went over, and then two, to see if there's some extra there that we can apply toward our irregular expense. And what is surprising though is that this number here, okay, that will make sense. I need to add plus $75. Okay, so that will totally make sense here. And the reason why I did that is because the food, we decrease the food, is taking what we budget minus the actual, and that is giving us the saving amount to put in the saving account. And this 300 here is what we budget for groceries, but it used to be 375, and we budget 300 this year. So that's $75 right there, so that we know is a saving. So I need to manually add it to the formula because I took it out of the budget here. So that's why my number was lower here. But so now it's clearly how much we save up front is 162, which is more than what the irregular expense is. So technically it's going to make my balance positive, I will think. Yeah, it is positive now. I have $19.57 left there. Thank you for watching. Afiavi Ojunem, Marinet Liberman, creators of Liberman Consulting L.L.C's YouTube channel and owners of Nina Soap. And our website is ninasoap.com. Please budget, track your expenses so that you can have some money left from your income and start thinking about different ways you can put that money to work by either investing in the stock market or starting your own business where you can multiply that money, and when you are sleeping your money is working for you. It's not you working for money, but it's your money working for you. When you work for money, you earn that. Try to spend less than how much you earn so that you can put some of that money to work as well, so that when you work for money, you put that money to work for you. Even when you are sleeping, your money is working for you. That's how you build wealth, paying off your debts and start generating passive income. Thank you for watching. If you like our video, please click the like button and subscribe to be notified when we post more new videos. Thank you.